Hey guys, Dan here. I'm gonna teach you how to take advantage of the crypto bull run that's barely just starting right now. A lot of people think, are we full on into the crypto bull run? And the answer is no, it's just beginning. But I need you guys to get out your pen and pads and write down notes on exactly what I'm going to tell you about, because I'm going to give you many points and many catalysts and even emerging small cap information of where I believe the whole ecosystem is going to go. And so far, if you've scrolled back and watched my videos since 2014 on here and then also on Facebook since 2008, most of the videos that I've posted about connecting the dots and where tech will go with AI and those things, it's happened, right? So for validation, scroll way back, watch some of those videos. I think you'll laugh and you'll enjoy that the crystal ball was functioning. Now, I'm not magical or anything like that. I just spent a lot of time crunching data and connecting the dots. Okay, you guys ready? So here's a few things. I'm going to refer down to my notes here. I'm going to be glimpsing down at my computer a little bit. But right now with the Bitcoin ETFs, obviously there's 11 big major institutions that launched these. These 11 companies, if you didn't know, control more than 70% of the S&P 500. So they virtually control the whole stock market. And this is why pre-Bitcoin halving, you're seeing such a rise, because Wall Street now lets you participate in buying just straight up Bitcoin, right? Now, it's not necessarily a great deal for the end user consumer like you, because they charge a management fee on a single asset. There's no yield that's earned, so it's not that great of a deal, but that's what they're offering. So mom and pa and grandpa can easily buy that as a stock symbol on their Fidelity app or whatever they're using, okay? Now, another one that's coming up is the Bitcoin halving. It's happening in April, and that's gonna be really juicy. Some of the charts that I've shared before just show you, and basically the Bitcoin halving happens every 4 years, and that causes typically a strata, I don't even know how to pronounce that word, a very large rise in Bitcoin as a whole. So that's pretty cool. Let's shift to Ethereum and what's going on there, though. Obviously, with the Bitcoin ETFs, the Ethereum ETFs will be launched soon. Oh, and let me give you a crazy mathematics, some crazy mathematics right now on Bitcoin ETF. 900 Bitcoins can be mined a day. It's a little bit over $55 million worth. I mean, it's very small, right? And we've had days where over $500 million a day is going into these ETFs and inflows. Some days bigger, some days smaller than that, but that's a huge amount of money. And the mathematics on the supply and demand really show you why you're seeing a decent rise. A lot of times the Bitcoin price rises a lot after the halving, but this black swan of an event with the ETF has made things happen a little sooner. We're not at all-time highs yet, but we may hit that before the halving. All right. So this is another huge thing. So those of you that are Bitcoin miners out there, you guys know I built the biggest Bitcoin mining facility in 2014 here in Utah. And I got out of mining in 17. And I went to an event this last weekend with like a couple hundred guys there and girls. And there was a few miners there, and they're like, Dan, what do you think about mining? And I'm like, well, if you have cheap electricity, that's great, because electricity costs. But there's going to be a shift from proof of work to proof of stake. And Ethereum did that. And that's where mining Ethereum became not really the thing to do, because it went to proof of stake, and there's not really a lot of money to make in Ethereum mining now. That's going to happen to Bitcoin because the ESG initiative globally to save energy. So those of you that have Bitcoin mines and you got cheap electricity, that's great. But all that hardware you have, one day you're going to wake up and it's going to be worth zero. That's why I don't mind. Let's see, what else is going on here? Oh, Ethereum network update. This is humongous. On March 13th, 2024, there's going to be a massive Ethereum network upgrade. This is going to, the idea is to make the efficiency of gas fees and all kinds of different things on the Ethereum network more efficient. You can Google that update, but there's a lot of technical detail. But what does that mean to you? Another catalyst of the Ethereum ecosystem. So you know what that means, right? What else is going on? Ethereum ETFs. I messaged actually a friend who works in the top 2 firms who run the Bitcoin ETFs. I can't mention the firm, but we're having some conversations about where that ecosystem is going and what do they think internally. And I'll share what I can with you guys when I meet with this company. This particular company manages more than 7 trillion in assets. I'd say probably more than 10 trillion internationally. So the director of their crypto teams and I will be having a discussion and theorizing where we think things will go and connecting the dots together. So I'll share that conversation with you with some of the data. What else do we got? Oh, AI mixed with blockchain, AI hybrid I call it, with blockchain. That's huge. I've deployed in many AI blockchain projects. We did our first one a little bit about a year ago, almost a year ago, a little less than a year ago. And that thing has just soared like crazy. Now, as a hedge fund manager, I cannot give you the actual blockchain items to buy. I can't give you stock symbols and things like that, but I can educate you on where things are going. So I would definitely look into AI projects that integrate with blockchain, but also look into projects that involve genetics and blockchain, genetic sequencing and blockchain. There's going to be a huge opportunity there. And then to add in one more piece, quantum computing mixed in with AI and blockchain. You mix these ingredients together and beautiful things can happen, right? So I want you to think about this. That's not right now, but that's the future of that whole ecosystem, the intersection of ecosystems, kind of like Mentos and Coke. All right, so to finish this thing up, a few action items for you. Look into AI and blockchain genetics and blockchain quantum computing and blockchain and the mixture of those projects together. I think those of you that get that and connect the dots will do pretty well, like I have for a few decades here. Another thing that you want to look at is the ETF. That's going to be possibly launched for, and I'll give you closer dates as soon as we find out talking to our friends. But that ETF, that's going to be rolling for Ethereum possibly, and a whole bunch of them. Then you'll see basket ETFs, which I'll get into in a later video. So that'll be a huge opportunity, I think, as well. Also, the Ugly Unicorn Crypto Hedge Fund, myself and my partner Bridger Pennington run that fund. We're a little over 70% full right now. Probably by next week we'll be in the 80% full. And then this Ugly Unicorn Fund 1 will close to accredited investors. Our plan is to launch a secondary fund, which will be open to 2,000 investors. See, this fund, we're only going to have 100 investors. The next fund will be for qualified investors, and so we can have 2,000. But we won't be able to talk about it with advertising or things like that. So there's some different rules the government has, what we can or can't say. So if you're interested in the Ugly Unicorn Crypto Fund now, and you're a accredited investor, and you can deploy $250,000 or more, you can direct message me and we can talk about that, answer questions for you or anything like that that you may have. Man, it's a lot of people ask, hey, what are some of the things that you have in place that set your fund apart? Obviously, you see all the data that we do, but we use a third-party administrator, and we also do an annual third-party audit as well from an outside firm. This is really important because when you invest in any sort of projects, hedge funds, anything like that, without a third-party admin, you can get robbed. You heard of Bernie Madoff, who ripped off a lot of people. There wasn't any third-party admin and no really great third-party audits to keep those people honest. A lot of scammy crypto projects are going to be coming out right now, guys, that you're going to be approached with. Don't click on any of those links that you're getting in your email or they're going to drain your wallets, okay? I'm telling you, don't do that. I have previous videos on security for crypto, so you want to watch those, and I'll try to make some fresh ones for you as well. All right, guys, I appreciate you. Oh, this video is free, but just take a moment and share this on your feed. Comment below as well and save this video. This is how we can help more people understand what's happening, hopefully protect a lot of people from getting scammed and making dumb decisions without doing their research first. So do this, because you could really save a loved one. I get so many direct messages every week from people that have been scammed. It saddens me to see that. So share this so people are more educated and can do well in this upcoming bull run. All right, guys, take care. Have an awesome day.